Welcome back to Healing and Becoming, and today we are going to talk about that beautiful mess in the middle. This is the part where you're accepting where you are while acclaiming or reclaiming who you are. This is the part where most people are stuck in the middle. Like, you do not know where you're headed, you don't know where you're coming from, and sometimes for some people, they don't know where they're standing. I think I can relate this with my own life. Just recently, I just went through a heartbreak, or you can safely refer it to as a divorce. So I have a child at the same time as having struggles at my workplace. So it put me in a position where, like, I don't have a home to go back to. And of course, I can't see where I'm headed because that job was on the verge of slipping out of my hands. In this moment, I starting to question myself. With children, when you become a parent or a mother, that's a part where you stop choosing yourself. You're going to start focusing on the child. Everything you're doing, you're questioning. Even if you are sick and the child is okay, you're going to end up like giving up on yourself, and you want to help your child become better and everything of that. So when I was in this moment, of course, there's a point I lost hope. I was very prayerful. I gave up on praying. I kept asking myself, what did I do to God to deserve what I'm going through? But what I can tell you, along the way, of course, like I said, you have to be courageous for the child. They do not have to know that this is going wrong, you know? I just sat down. I picked up the courage by myself. Of course, it depends on how you find recovery. Most people, when they are healing, they try to isolate themselves. Some people go to the bar and drink. I don't know how that works out for you. But for my case, normally when I'm struggling or going through emotions, I speak to people. So I spoke to a bunch of people. I spoke to friends. And I sat down, picking up everyone's perspective, trying to figure out which one can work for me in my situation. And then just like that, one of them happened to suit exactly the situation I was going through. Of course, it was not easy. Most cases when people are in this mode, this surviving mode, the mess, that part where you are just trying to survive. You wake up daily, you show up, but of course, you know, at that moment, you're not going anywhere. But yeah, after, of course, relating with these people, listening to this and that, it just clicked. I'm like, you know what? Let me focus on the actual problem. The actual problem is, I need this. I need to start. I need to start over. Most people think this is a part where you sit, you pray, and then maybe you're seated there, something happens. But what I've realized in life is when that thing ever happens to you, that is the part where you put in the work to become. Leave whatever that is not serving you at that moment and focus on the things that are going to help you become. Because that is the point where I was put in the position and I was able to reflect and see who I really want to become. At that moment, I wanted to be a responsible mother. I wanted to be financially stable. I wanted to have a very good job with security, of course. I knew what I wanted. So I started getting rid of the things that are not serving that purpose. That is like friends that want you to go out daily. I used to like to buy dresses. Like if I get some little money, I find myself trying to buy clothes, try to impress people. So everything that was draining my energy, I gave up on it. Friends, habits, a lot of things, I just gave them up and I focused solely on the things that were going to help me get to where I am. I'm not here to show off, but this is just meant to help each and every person. If you're out there and you're going through this kind of situation, I'm here to share with you and tell you that you have the power to bring this to an end. You have the power to sit down, decide and choose yourself every single day. Something that doesn't serve you, please remember you can always say no to it. Let me catch you again on our next episode where I'm going to take you through the steps that you can take, of course, as you're going through the survival mode, the steps you can take to overcome it. Thank you.